Hi, friends. Here we are again, back at the foot of the mountain. Parashat YItro. We're ready to receive the Torah. Maybe you remember me from there. I think we were standing close to each other. Maybe that's why you're listening to my Divrei Torah right now, even. Because we remember each other from Har Sinai. That's how Jews know each other. We must be recognizing each other from being together at the mountain. What happened there? We entered into a covenant. We said we will be a holy people and a nation of priests. I say we said, yes. I do not know a God who comes down and chooses among his children and says, you will be my people in a way that others are not. I do not know a God like that. I do not know a God who speaks in words at all, who speaks human language. But I know a God who speaks to the human heart in a way far beyond language. And we were addressed by that moment. We were addressed by that event. We felt called by that moment to say, we will be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. We will dedicate ourselves to this moment, to the memory of this moment, forever. What does the other side do in the covenant? If there's a covenant, there have to be two sides. So we say we will be a nation of priests and a holy nation, and the other side reveals itself to us. That's what the revelation of Sinai is all about. Out of our faithfulness and dedication to this moment, the divine reveals itself to us. We come to know God. We come to know Yud He Vav He, the God of eternal being, that which is, was, and will be all at once. We're told that we know that because the Torah is signed by God. The Torah has a divine signature in it. What's the divine signature? The word Anochi. Anochi is taken by the Talmud in Masechet Shabbat, Tractate Shabbat, to stand as an abbreviation standing for Ana Nafshai Katvit Yahavit, which means I myself wrote it and gave it. Now, scholars say that this statement in the Talmud is probably part of the old, early Jewish Christian polemic, when some of the leaders of Christianity were saying the Old Testament was not really given by God; it was given by an angel, and God's self, is present only in the New Testament. And the rabbis answered, no, it's signed. There's a signature in the Torah. Anochi means I myself wrote it and gave it. But later generations of Jews, so the later Kabbalists and the Hasidim, read it differently. Ana nafshai katvit yavi doesn't mean I myself wrote it and gave it. It means I wrote and gave myself. I wrote and gave myself. Lo ani bi'atzmi katavti v'natati, ani et atzmi katavti v'natati, for the Hebraists among you. I wrote and gave myself, which is to say, God is present in the Torah. I created the word for it, inverbation, parallel to Christian incarnation. Incarnation means God is present in the carne, in the flesh. We say inverbation, God is present in the word. God is present in the words of Torah. And what are those words? What are the essential words of Torah? The first two of the Ten Commandments, that which we are told, Shamanu mipi agvura, we heard them out of the powerful divine voice. I am Anochi, I am the one who took you out of Egypt. I am Hashem, your God, who took you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Have no other gods alongside me. Worship nothing else, no idols. That's what it's all about. Those are the two commandments. The other 611, support them. The early Midrash says that all the positive commandments are contained in Anochi, I am, and all the negative commandments are contained in Lo Yelecha, worship nothing else. That's what it's all about. The Zohar even says the other 611 commandments were advice that Moses gave us. Moses told us, in order to fulfill these two commandments, here are 611 things that might help. And that's why it's backed up by the verse, Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Moses gave us the Torah. The word Torah if you add up the numerical equivalents in Hebrew, comes to 611. Torah Tziva Moshe, Moses gave us the 611. The other two we got directly from God. Now, those two also, I don't think, were spoken verbally. I don't know a God who speaks ancient Hebrew. I don't know a God who speaks human language, but they were written on our hearts. Katvema luach libecha. They were written into our hearts by the event of Sinai. And whether Sinai is historical or not, that's not important to me. Of course it is. It's real. It's real for us. The question is not whether it happened historically, but whether it became real for the Jewish people and lives in our hearts. So that event lives in our hearts, which says, out of loyalty to this commitment to be a holy people, you will come to know the Anochi, the divine presence that transforms and liberates. That's what it's all about. And all the commandments are included within it. And we are still, in the language of the Talmud, Mushba'im ve'omdim mihar Sinai, we are still under that oath. We are still committed to being a holy, a priestly people and a holy nation. And that means standing up for that presence of the one, faith in the one that liberates and transforms, and denying the worship of anything else, all the idols of the ancient world, all the idols of our world, the idol of money-making, the idol of conquest, the idol of success, the idol of beauty, the idol of nationalism. All of those are forms of avodah zarah, forms of idolatry. And we know there is nothing to worship but the one who fills all, the one who transcends all, the one who is present in and about every moment of our lives. Our loyalty to that is what has caused us to exist all these years and centuries, and should not be forgotten and turned in for anything else. That's what it's all about. Welcome to the foot of Mount Sinai again. Shabbat Shalom.